good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. And today we're going back behind my Spotify. And this time around, we are going to be reviewing again. We're going to be reviewing this again. We're going to be doing a review of Sick Boy by Ren. But this time around, we are going to be reviewing the deluxe edition of his album. Now, going back to the time I reviewed his album back in 2023, I want to say that I think I reviewed his album a little too harshly, because I think there was a couple things I had issues with, I think, with the album, and I do remember them pretty well, I think. But my issues with Sick Boy, I think, were like, I didn't love some of the songs, and I wish there were songs that were on the album, and like, I think my opinion has changed entirely on this album. Like, I've learned to like love some more of the songs, and I don't like, there's songs that I actually like, and like, you know, I don't hate the album. I don't. And I think I've learned to like the album a lot more than I originally did. Now, for the deluxe edition, it's not actually, it's weird because there's no deluxe edition on Spotify, so we kind of have to look at the original album that came out. But like, looking at the songs that came out from this, because I think the other issue, besides not liking some of the songs when I originally reviewed the album, was there were songs I wish that were on the album. And it's so funny that this deluxe edition came out, because my complaints actually, I think, were heard, but I don't know. It's interesting, man, because so just to start off the review, I have I have this physical CD right here. This is the deluxe edition of Sick Boy, but I also have the original CD. I think I talked about that in the Cujo situation, and yeah, I have the original CD in my car. I didn't bring it with me, but it's fine. But this is sick. Literally, it is. This is such a cool physical edition of this album, because like, dude, there's so much, like, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to show this, but like, you can like pull out the tabs on the front of this thing. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to show this, but you can pull out the tabs on this. I think that's so sick, dude. That I love when people put effort into like a physical of something. Like, I don't know, that's just so cool, because there's like this card, and I think you can swap these around, but there's like this card. So that's patient 0. It's such like, it's a concept CD almost. Like, Ren had this in his mind that he wanted this done, and then like, yeah, you got patient 1. I believe that says patient 1, right? Yeah, patient 1. That's super sick, dude. And then what's this one? Is this patient 2? Okay. Yeah, it's just such a cool little, it's a cool little thing. I love that. And then the cover just reveals like all that sort of stuff. But it's such a cool concept CD, and I think that's all that is in it. But like, no, any issues that I originally had with Sick Boy, I think, is kind of like gone. Like, I don't really have issues with this anymore. I think like, it's interesting, you know, how just dropping this deluxe edition made me love the album even more than I already did. But it fixed like issues I had with it. Like, for one of the issues, songs that I originally like didn't like, I started to like more, if that makes sense. I hope that makes some sort of sense. But just jumping into this thing, and I mean, this physical is so cool, man. But jumping into the album itself, like, I think I could probably remember what songs I didn't like a whole lot compared to now, like back then. I think I'm trying to remember which songs. It probably was like Love Music Part 4, maybe Loco, Wicked Ways, Masochist, those songs. I've learned to love those songs now, man. They're good. They're really good. I don't know what I didn't like about them before, and I think it's so crazy how you have your first original opinion on the album, and then it starts to change over time the more you listen to it. I think I probably should have listened to the album more than I already did, but I think my opinions were different way back when. And then like all the stuff that came out after this album had dropped in like 2024 with the whole Cujo situation, and then like he dropped more music after that, and like things have started to change. I think I've just seen Ren in a different light now, and that's probably why I have a different outlook on this album. Now, my other issue with the album originally was there were songs that weren't on this album that I wanted to see on here. And now jumping over to Ren's discography, just real quick, like I have to scroll down a little bit because it's right on Power. Power was one of the songs I heard that I was like, okay, this came out in 2022. Why wasn't this on Sick Boy? And then I'm gonna just pan back to this physical CD. We open this up. Power. I don't know if you can see that. Power is the 19th song on here for a deluxe. I was so happy to see that, and I didn't know what was on this deluxe at all. I had no idea. But yeah, Power is on this deluxe, which is so cool. And there's something different about Power here. I think some of the lyrics got changed. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and listen to it again, but yeah, no, it is so cool that he dropped that. And I'm looking at like the order of everything that was dropped here. When did he drop High Ren? Because he dropped Power, he dropped The Hunger, Genesis, What You Want. Okay, so High Ren was after What You Want. Interesting. It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty sick. No pun intended, but I'm gonna say sick a lot because this album is sick. It's very good. It's very cool. Just the way, like, I'm so glad like everything from Power to now is on this deluxe. Like, obviously, I think McKay is just an instrumental song, so that's not on here. But what is on here, Troubles was another one that is on this deluxe edition. It's so good, man. I love Troubles. I really do, because if you watched all the videos leading up to this song with him telling his story, you start to appreciate and I think that's why I've appreciated this album more. You start to appreciate what he's doing here. You start to appreciate his art. You start to appreciate him as a person and how far he's come, you know? I watched I think it was 8 episodes of his story, and then this song came out, and it's such a good song. I love it. Because the song itself tells the story of those 8 episodes, too, kind of. Not in the same way, in full detail, but, yeah, no, it is really cool. And even the CD, because the CD kind of blends in with the cover art here. Hold on, let me just show this up. Look at that. That is so cool, man. This is the coolest deluxe of an album that I think I've ever gotten. But jumping back over here, Troubles came out, and then he started doing a lot of collabs, and then Cujo Beatdown dropped, and Cujo Beatdown is the song after Power that comes on here. Troubles is the last song on this deluxe, by the way, for the CD, which is so fitting because, I don't know, it's just a perfect end to the album, and then jumps back into Seven Sins. It's just, this is, I did say 666 Soul was Ren's best work, but honestly, like, this should be something he's really proud of. I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's proud of everything he put onto this album and everything he worked to do to get this out, and all the stuff he had to go through to get it out into the world. But he should be super proud of this. But yeah, Cujo Beatdown is the song after Power, which makes so much sense because focusing on his power, and then Cujo Beatdown. It's crazy. Cujo Beatdown's insane. It's such a good song, man. It is violent, man. It's so good. And then obviously Money Ties came out next, which I love the metaphors in Money Ties and the story he tells on that. It's so good. But yeah, Money Ties comes after Cujo Beatdown, and then it goes into Troubles. I know Slaughterhouse, this is a part of his next album, which he has not announced yet, but there's supposed to be a lot of collaborations on that album, is what I've heard. And then obviously you got the Vincent's Tale EP, which I don't know when that comes out, but there is man, Ren's gonna kill it in 2026 this year for sure. He's gonna make some waves, because I imagine he'll drop the Vincent's Tale EP first and then drop the collaboration album, which I don't know what it'll be called, but I'm hoping it'll be good. But yeah, man, I've had a whole new outlook on this album. Any issues I had with it prior, gone. Like, the album for me is a 10, just because the songs I wanted on this album are on there. The other songs that were on the album previously, they are on there, and then I've learned to love the songs that I didn't love before, you know? It's crazy what music can do if you listen to it long enough, you know? It's wild. But yeah, man, phenomenal deluxe edition of the CD. Again, one more time just to show it off. This thing's crazy. It's really cool. It's real neat. It's such a sick deluxe. I won't buy vinyls for this album, but I did want to get the CD because I have the original CD and I wanted to get a deluxe because I wanted to hear the songs that weren't on the original CD, you know? But and I've already heard them before prior. So by the way, the first time, I haven't heard the songs for the first time on CD. I've heard them before, but just as an FYI, just in case anyone is wondering. But anywho, I'm gonna call the video here. Thank you guys for watching, hanging out. I appreciate it a ton, and I will see you guys in the next video. And yeah, goodbye.